GE Vernova is nearly sold out of gas turbines through 2030, and I think this reveals one of the biggest bottlenecks in the entire power build-out. On July 22nd, the company said its gas turbine orders and slot reservations had reached 116 gigawatts. That's up from 83 gigawatts at the end of last year. A gas turbine is the machine inside a power plant that burns natural gas to generate electricity. GE Vernova currently has the capacity to produce about 20 gigawatts of turbines each calendar year. It plans to increase that to 24 gigawatts in 2028 and 30 by the end of 2030. But demand is arriving faster than the company can expand production. GE says it already mostly sold out through 2030 and expects more than half its 2031 production capacity to be under contract by the end of this year. So a developer planning a new gas-fired power plant cannot simply order a turbine and begin construction. The equipment may not be available for years to come. That makes turbine manufacturing one of the most important constraints of new power generation. The other revealing detail is where the demand is coming from. About 20% of GE Vernova's contracted capacity is tied to data centers. The remaining 80% comes from traditional utilities and other customers. So this is not purely an artificial intelligence story. After roughly 2 decades of limited electricity demand growth, utilities around the world are preparing for higher consumption from data centers, industrial expansion, electrification, and aging grids. AI is accelerating the problem, but it did not create all of it. The pricing reflects that scarcity. GE said gas equipment ordered during the first half of this year was priced more than 20% above orders booked in late 2025. That is what real pricing power looks like. Customers have urgent demand. Only a few companies can manufacture the equipment, and the available production slots are disappearing years in advance. This is good for turbine manufacturers and the specialized companies supplying their components. It is bad for developers that need new gas generation before the end of the decade. The longer-term risk is that scarcity eventually creates its own competition. GE Vernova is expanding capacity, and other manufacturers have the same incentive to do so. The opportunity lasts only as long as demand continues to grow faster than the industry's underlying ability to produce the equipment.